Hello everybody and welcome to Rainy Road Comics. This is a first video here on YouTube where this video is just basically going to be an introduction to the channel, just discussing what my plans are for it. So my plan is to make videos that discuss the steps that I went through to make the comics that I have made and will make. Because I think this can be helpful to other people that want to do the same thing. I read the comments on other people's YouTube videos. I read the comments in forums and things like that, and people are asking like, how do I find an artist? How do I do this, that, and the other? And obviously I've been through all of those steps, so I have an idea of things that might be helpful to people. I can at least discuss what I did to solve these problems and get things done. So it might be helpful to other people. And also the other type of videos that I may make are going into the projects that I've done that are available and doing basically like a post-mortem, go through how the idea came about, how I got the artist, all the kind of step-by-step thing to the finished product. And I may also do that kind of critical reviews on other comic books, and that may interest other people too, to talk about just like the art of the comic book medium. That might be some interesting videos to do. We'll see. But obviously also the main thing is kind of to create awareness about the projects that I've done and will do, and try to create a fan base and to be able to make at least a sort of a living doing this, at least to support the future production of more books. That's the main thing. If I can't make any money doing this, which so far has how it's been, I haven't been able to make any money. It's just putting money in. If that continues, then obviously I can't keep doing this. So hopefully that'll change and we'll be able to tell some good, interesting stories. So just to give us like some background on myself, growing up I was really an avid reader, and I gravitated towards comics because I also like art. I was really into artwork, and I was kind of into the whole mythic hero thing, like characters like Lone Ranger, Zorro, that kind of stuff. So I got into comics and stayed with it through high school. I kind of got burned out on it because of, this is like in the early 90s, when they got crazy with all the speculators and the crossover events, the reboots, and all this kind of stuff, and I just got tired of it. And I went to Dark Horse, and I was really into the Aliens and the Predator series. Those kind of interested me. But then after that I got into manga, and then after that I kind of was trying to focus on getting into the film and video industry. So I was doing a lot of writing like screenplays and things like that. But I came back into comic books a few years ago because it seemed like the time is really right for it, because now you have these different outlets like Comixology to put your book up so people can buy it and read it. You've got things like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, where you can advertise it so people are aware of it. And you have the internet, so you can communicate, you can find artists anywhere in the world, and there's some really good people all over the world. And so it's pretty easy to tell your story using the comic book format. So that's why I got into it, because I have tons and tons of ideas that I've had since I was a kid, and it's a lot of material, and hopefully I'll be able to make it. Yeah, so I don't really have like a bunch of free time. So I don't really know how many videos I'll be able to make or how often I'll be able to put up videos, but I hope what I lack in quantity I can make up for in quality, and people can at least get something from these videos and help them to, you know, make comics and do what they want to do. So just take a look at, I do have 3 books now on Comixology. If you just look on, you can search for just Rainy Road, and it'll bring up my publisher page, and then you can click on the publisher page and it'll bring you to this page. It has the different books. There's 3 books now. This is the first book. It's called 6-8. It's a horror story, like a psychological horror story. Then this was originally a one-shot, so it's 32 pages, but I've since developed the idea into what could be more and more miniseries. So, but you know, it all depends on if people will support it. Obviously, that's for anything. Neotheric is right now. It's got the first issue available. The second issue should be done fairly soon. And this is 4 issues, but I would really like to be able to continue that as an ongoing series, because I got a lot of ideas for this one, and this is one that I really like. I think it's would be a really interesting, really crazy story that people, at least some people, would like. This one, The Improbable Fat Girl, is the one that I did myself. I did everything. I did the artwork and the writing, all that stuff. I had an artist who was signed up for it, but he kept backing out on me because he said he had like family problems, health problems, stuff like that. But so I really liked the story. I thought the story was pretty good, and so I didn't want it to just, you know, sit on the desk collecting dust. So I figured, you know, what the heck, let me try to draw it myself. And I know my artwork is really horrible, but the story is like, it's a silly, fun story, so I didn't think it would really matter that much if the artwork sucked. It's more about just the story and just putting the story out there, and so it is what it is. So the first issue is available now. This is planned to be a 4-issue series. I could obviously take it to more issues if it ever got any support, but for right now it's just planned for the 4 issues. So again, these are all on Comixology. They're only 99 cents each. So if you're interested and you want to take a look at them, that would really be great. And I try to put things on here on Twitter to advertise everything that I do, to kind of give more information about the different projects and give like little teases, and I make little gifs and things to get people interested. Like this one is a gif for the horror comic 6-8, and so you can see this on Twitter. So it's kind of like a trailer, just to try to grab some attention of people and let them kind of get an idea of what it's about, or what the mood is and everything, and just grab them, and hopefully they'll take a look at it. So I try to do things like this on Twitter, and I post up little preview art. This is going to be the 4th book that will be up on Comixology. It's called Ashcan Anthology. It is a sci-fi anthology that I did with a bunch of different artists, and it's already been approved by Comixology, but it takes forever for them to do the guided view thing, so it's still not up there yet, but it should be pretty soon. So I do things like this where I can just put some artwork up on there, and just to try to get people interested. I also have so the Twitter handle is just Rainy Road Comics. So if you search for it, you can add me there, follow, And here is Patron account. So it's Rainy Road Comics, and right now I only have one patron, which is pretty pathetic. But you know, again, like I said, I don't have much time, free time to do stuff. So I don't have a lot of things on there, but I plan on making a big push now as I have more material on Comixology. There's more books that are available, so I can actually advertise things. And so like here I put sample script. If you want to have like a sample script and to start off to use as like a template. This is a work for hire contract that I use for working with artists. You have that here if you're a patron. Everything is for patrons only. So I try to keep things so that it's worthwhile for you to be a patron, that you basically get everything that I'm doing and things like this. So yeah, and so my main thing is I'm a writer, not really an artist. Even though I did the art for this one, it's obviously not very good, and I'm not really trying to be an artist. So I'm coming from the position of I'm a writer trying to create these stories, and I need to find artists to work with to make them happen. So if you're also in that position, I think that the videos that I make can maybe help out to give you help with figuring out how to do all this stuff. Yeah, so that's it. So if you would like to follow, just go on Twitter, Rainy Road Comics. If you would like to be a patron, I'd appreciate it. It's also just Rainy Road Comics. And if you would like to buy the books that are available, again, only 99 cents. And it would really be great if some more people would buy the books. Again, because I said, if I can't make any money doing this, I just have to stop doing it. And so that's about it. So thanks, and I'll see you next time.